So you got you a loop now. You got you a 4-bar loop. Let me show you how to arrange that joint, man. Before we get the video started, do me a favor, man. Subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications so we can get this algorithm popping and keep this channel going. All right, let's get into it. All right, so we have this 4-bar loop from the last video. If you didn't see the last video, I'll put a card up so you can go and check that out. We made this 4-bar loop from just this sample. So now we got this loop. It's only 4 bars. We need to make a complete beat. We need to make a complete song. So I'm gonna show you my way of how I do this, like really quickly. My way isn't necessarily the right way. It's not the wrong way. It's just my way. Just that. So maybe it'll help you, maybe not, but I'm gonna show you how I do it and how I'm able to do it real quick. So first what I do is I select all regions, all instruments, everything that's going on right now. So in Studio One, I'm using Logic shortcuts. So just so you know, but it's pretty much the same. In Studio One, to select all is Command A. And then what I do then is I hit the letter D to duplicate. I duplicate it a bunch of times. I don't count how many times, just a bunch of times. So now we got this. So I think we all know generally the song starts with an intro. You know, right now this loop sounds like the hook. That's what I would imagine the hook to sound like. So we need an intro. So what I'm gonna do is, and this is what makes this method quick, is we're not deleting anything, we're not chopping anything, we're not splitting, cutting anything, we're just muting these regions. So all these little boxes are MIDI regions outside of this track, which is audio. So all of these little boxes are MIDI regions. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and start muting stuff. So we want our intro to be subtle. So I'm gonna have an 8-bar intro. So I selected all of those and I hit M for mute. So now I wanna mute this too. So now our intro is just the sample. Giving it some room, you know, to come in hard. Now, with this particular arrangement, we're gonna start first with the verse. So we're gonna have a 16-bar verse. So even with the verse, I feel like you shouldn't come in with every element that you have. You know, save some suspense, you know, some mystery for the next part of the song. So what I like to do most of the time is I'll pull out the open hats, all the open hats for that 16 bars, and let's see how that sounds. Let's go ahead and pull out the counter melody as well. And this is what makes it so easy. We're just muting stuff. So maybe if you pulled it out and you want it back, you don't have to copy and paste or anything anymore. Boom, unmute it and it's already in the right spot. You don't have to worry about lining anything up. All right, so let's take a listen now without the counter melody and the open hats. I think that's still enough space for the artist to do what they need to do, right? Now, we don't want that to stay the same all the way through the verse. So what we can do is add little elements, drops. We call them drops to build some suspense. So we're going to keep this real basic because I'm trying to keep this video short. So coming into the hook, you want that hook to come in and bang, you know what I mean? So I like the last 4 bars, we can drop everything out, everything except for let's just try everything except for the sample and see what that sound like. Going into the hook. I like that. Because everything left, and then boom, you're coming in the hook. Boom. So I like what we got right there. So like I said, the beauty of doing it this way is you can literally copy what you did on the front end on the back end. And what I mean by that is if you did it in the first verse and you're keeping it simple, do it in the second verse. So we're gonna have this hook. Like I said, for time purposes, it's only gonna be 8 bars. So 8 bars, and then we're gonna come into, let's make a drop, a pre-verse into the verse. So let's go ahead and mute everything again, right? And then we're gonna copy the same thing we did on the back end over here for the second verse. So all I have to do is go and mute out the same things that I muted on the first verse, mute, and then boom, it goes back into the hook right here, which are those 8 bars right there. So just like that, we basically arrange the beat. We have a general sense of how we want our song to be. Just by using this quick method, it only took a few minutes. Now later, you can go back and you can really dive in and carve things up and mold them into exactly what you want them to be. But I'm just showing you this because it's a quick way to get a starting point of, the structure of the song. And it's a good way to do things because sometimes you might make a beat, and this happens a lot, and whoever you sold it to or the artist, they want to pull the kick out. They want to pull the 808 out, or they want to add something back in. All you have to do is open up the session, click, unmute, and it's back. Versus having to copy and paste, and that can get messy real quick. So in the next video, we're going to use this same session to build a vocal chain using basically stock plugins and Wave's Real Tune, which is kind of like auto tune. Now don't sleep on Real Tune because Real Tune can give you some nice vocals. It's very versatile. You know what you're doing. You know how to set it up. It's going to be cold. So we're going to keep this thing going in the next series, and I'll see you guys then.